Hey y'all, thanks for tuning back into Chickanic. I got some big news today. Hey y'all, thanks for tuning back into Chickanic. I hope everybody's having a great week. Boy, do I have some news for you today. A little while back, I made a video telling you how Honda was stopping production of all of their walk-behind mowers in America. And some of you might have said it was fake news. Obviously, you didn't know what you were talking about, but hey, if Honda didn't have the nail in the coffin then, they definitely have it pounded in now. But before we get into today's video, if you're a fan of saving time, money, and frustration while fixing your own small engine equipment while watching in-depth tutorials, you've come to the right place because that's what I do. I upload a couple times a week, and if that sounds interesting, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell, and please leave a comment. I love to read through the comments, and I'll reply to all the early commenters. So in the last video, when I told you about Honda stopping production of all their mowers in America, I did tell you that they were going to continue selling all of the products that they still had at the moment, which meant that they were going to sell well into 2024. Well, what's crazy is I had a buddy come in that works at Lowe's last week, and he said, well, I don't know what's going on, but Honda came in and they bought all of their stock back. I didn't know what was going on either till I saw this press release. American Honda Motor recalls lawnmowers and pressure washer engines due to injury hazards. But what's crazy is the sheer amount of units this affects. Almost 400,000. Everything that was sold from May of 2022 to pretty much last month. So let's go over why they're being recalled. The improperly manufactured camshafts in the engine can cause the starter rope to suddenly retract when pulling to start, posing an injury hazard. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried to start an engine that has a sheared flywheel key and it kick back on you, but if it hits you just right, you can break your hand from it retracting back into the unit. So this is a serious recall. I'm not sure if it's from the decompression on it or if it's from the timing, but it ain't good. And they're going to repair all these, which means they're going to have to either replace the camshaft or something. That is a huge warranty repair. I mean, if to replace a camshaft in a unit, I'm getting paid big bucks under warranty. So far, relating to these camshaft failures, they've had almost 2,200 reports of it malfunctioning and 7 injuries. Now, this pretty much covers every mower they sold everywhere, but just in case you want to know, these lawnmowers were sold at Honda Power Equipment dealers, Ace Hardware, Home Depot, Lowe's, Northern Tool, and various farm, agriculture, and rental stores nationwide from May 2022 to June 2023, and these listed between $550 and $1,100. The pressure washer engines were sold at Lowe's, Home Depot, and other retail stores nationwide from June 2022 to August 2023, and they were about $370 to $550. Now, I do want to tell you that you do not necessarily have to have a Honda pressure washer to have this engine on your unit. A lot of manufacturers buy engines from different distributors to put on their pressure washers. So you can have, I don't know what kind of brand, but it can have this Honda GCV 170 or GCV 200 engine on it, and you could be part of this recall. Now, the 2 walk-behind mowers were the most common ones sold at the big box stores, and that is the Honda HRN 216 and the Honda HRX 217 K6. So, check your mowers, guys. So guys, I don't even know what mower to tell you to buy anymore. I mean, Husqvarna stopped making mowers a few years ago. Honda, they said they're stopping production, and obviously they're really not going to sell anything now. You had Briggs & Stratton come out a few days ago saying that they are going to stop production of all their snapper walk-behind mowers and Simplicity, which is, more of a commercial thing, but still, that's a big hit. Then you have Toro saying they're losing so much money to the homeowner industry that they're going to start putting their walk-behind mowers in big box stores like Lowe's and Home Depot. I mean, that's a little crazy. Toro has always been more of a designer brand, something that was more a homeowner heavy duty, almost commercial kind of mower. And I do got to tell you, when you go to buy one of those Toro heavy duty homeowner mowers, you better check the engine because some of them do have Briggs & Stratton on them, but a lot of them don't. You're going to have to make sure you are getting an actual brand of mower that you're going to be able to have good accessibility to parts, because the Toros I've been seeing lately, they got engines that come straight from China. When you look up who makes Toro engines, it says, although Toro touts itself as an American-made company, their engines and parts are manufactured in Japan and China. So it's all crazy. I don't even recognize the world we live in anymore. But while I was looking up that Honda recall, I slid down the page a little bit and saw something that caught my eye, and you're going to want to know about it. So check this out. Stihl recalls MSA 300 chainsaws due to laceration hazard. Recall date, September 14th, 2023. Same day as the Honda one. Stihl MSA 300 chainsaws can take longer to break than expected, posing a laceration hazard, which means the chain brake is not engaging quick enough, which means the chain can keep spinning, and if it pops back on you, it can definitely slice you in the face. Now, this has affected about 2,800 units, so there is a recall. If you have one of these battery-powered chainsaws, take it back to your local Stihl dealer, and they will fix that for you. Now, the thing is, though, these chainsaws are $800. Now, if you're going to sell an $800 chainsaw, battery-powered, to consumers, you better have your ducks in a row. And like all the other battery-powered equipment, it was probably just pushed out there a little too fast, just like one of the other manufacturers that I work with, having to warranty almost every battery that they sold in the thousands of units that they sold last year. Or it could be just like the Husqvarna robot mowers that are catching on fire. Or it could be like the e-bikes that are burning people's apartments down. Or it could be like the DeWalt new zero-turn battery mower that burned up at the GIE Expo. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know how I feel about battery-powered equipment. A lot of people think that I just say it because I work on gas-powered stuff and it's going to hurt my business. I live in a national forest. If we didn't have gas-powered equipment, this place would be a jungle in a week. Now, if you would like to see the video I've already made about lithium batteries, I will leave a link right up above. It'll tell you all the background about how the lithium and cobalt is unethically mined by slave children in Africa. So guys, thanks again for tuning into Chickanic. Hopefully this video saves you time, money, and frustration in the future. If you haven't found me at Facebook, find me at facebook.com/Chickanic. Find me on Instagram at TheRealChickanic, or find me at Chickanic.com, where you get your own t-shirts, hoodies, and long sleeve shirts. Thanks guys, and have a great day.